from Manila. Mr. Manila, congratulations sa'yo for making it this far. We have 45 seconds for you to answer this question. I'm sure kaya-kaya mo yan. Laban tayo. All right, your question is... All right, good luck. And all of our candidates have different questions, and all 12 semifinalists will be answering the same given 45 seconds. Grabe yung pagkatupi na to, Jack. Parang ayaw mong pabasa. All right, here we go. Question goes like this. Digital activism in a dangerous time. Many activists are forced to move their advocacy online due to threats, censorship, or discrimination. As Mr. Gay World Philippines, how will you use your digital platform to influence real-world change? Again, many activists are forced to move their advocacy online due to threats, censorship, or discrimination. As Mr. Gay World Philippines, how will you use your digital platform to influence real-world change? 45 seconds, good luck.
In our very world today, where a lot of people have their own opinions about whether political, environmental, or anything, but I believe as a Mr. Gay World title holder, or as a beauty king, we have to promote positivity to each and every person, especially in the digital world. Because a lot of people are swayed by the fake news that is happening, especially in TikTok and Facebook. This information that is spreading across the youth is very dangerous. And we, as the advocates, have our responsibility to be the best version of ourselves, to give an example and make a difference for the future youth. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat din sa iyo, Gian Henderson from Manila. All right, let's move on now to our next semifinalists. From Pasig. Pasig, ang dami-dami ng fans na sumusuporta sa iyo. Baka naman gusto mo lang din silang i-shout out at pasalamatan sa suporta nila sa iyo tonight.
My family is here with me. I love you.
It must feel absolutely amazing knowing that your family is here supporting you and nandito lumalaban din kasabay mo. Alright, so same with our first semifinalist. I want to give you 45 seconds to answer the question, and your question goes like this. It's all about global politics and local fear. Now, Donald Trump has returned to power in the US, and one of his first moves was to roll back LGBTQ+ protections. How do we make sure political shifts abroad don't weaken the fight for equality here in the Philippines? Donald Trump has returned to power in the US, and one of his first moves was to roll back LGBTQ+ protections. How do we make sure political shifts abroad don't weaken the fight for equality here in the Philippines?
Thank you. I believe that we, citizens, are exercising our rights to vote. And since we have the power to choose the leaders that will rule our country, we have to choose those who will really support the cause of the LGBTQ community without getting affected by the decisions of other nations. Because we are a sovereign nation and we have our own rules, we have our own constitution, and we should never be affected by whatever decision or rule that other countries do. Thank you.
Very well said. That was Eric Magsalos from Pasig City. Maraming salamat. Malaking bagay din talaga yung suporta, yung palakpakan. Pero mga kaibigan, I would like to also take this moment to request from all of our live audience members here na habang po ang ating kandidato ay sumasagot, hayaan po muna natin silang matapos ang kanilang sinasabi. Saka na po tayo magwala, magpalakpakan, maghiyawan pag natapos na para din hindi ma-disturb, kumbaga, yung kanilang train of thought. Alright? Let's move on to candidate, or our third semifinalist, candidate number 9, Kirby Empleo from Talisay, Cebu. Alright, we have Mr. Kirby Empleo. Congratulations. Grabe yung tindig ni Kirby, no? Talagang straight body. Pang pageant, matanong ko lang na, pang ilang pageant mo na itong nasalihan?
Actually, first ever.
Your first ever pageant at national pageant agad?
Yes.
Grabe, congratulations for making it this far in the competition. Good luck. Here we go. I will be asking you your question, and same as our first two finalists, I will be giving you 45 seconds. And I will be asking the question twice. Here we go. All about corporate allies, support or strategy. Now, some companies celebrate Pride only when it is convenient. As a public figure, how would you encourage brands to support the LGBTQ plus community, not just during Pride Month, but all year round? Some companies celebrate Pride Month only when it's convenient. As a public figure, how would you encourage brands to support the LGBTQ plus community, not just during Pride Month, but year round?
As a first timer here in this pageant, I think it's high time for us to continue on supporting our LGBTQ allies and community, because we do not need any more pageants. Because how many pageants do we have to go through in order for us to encourage them to support us? And we do not need any more strategies. If we only try to accept within us that things are changing constantly, and I think that's the way for brands to keep on entertaining and keep on supporting our community. Thank you.
Maraming salamat from Rizal, Cebu. That's Kirby Empleo. Alright, moving on to our fourth semifinalist from Iloilo, Michael Vincent Balmes. Hello, Michael. Grabe, no? All the way from Iloilo.
Yes.
Ikaw ba lumipad pa from Iloilo for this competition or dito ka na nakabase sa Manila?
Lumipad pa po ako galing
Lumipad ka ba?
Yes.
Grabe naman, maraming salamat ha sa dedikasyon mo sa ating competition na ito. Now again, I will be asking you the same way as I've asked our other semifinalists, and we will give you 45 seconds to answer your question. Good luck. Mental health and erasure. Many LGBTQ plus people still feel unseen, especially those outside Metro Manila, or who are not out. What message would you give them to let them know they matter? Many LGBTQ plus people still feel unseen, especially those outside Metro Manila or who are not out. What message would you give them to let them know they matter?
Thank you. I would tell them that their existence is their existence is a testament of resilience and strength. I would tell them to be bold, be strong, and to stand up and tell their stories. Stories that they alone can narrate. Stories that inspire others to be strong. Because I believe as a community, together, we are stronger. Thank you.
We indeed are stronger together. Maraming salamat sa iyo, Michael Vincent Balmes from Iloilo City. Now moving on to Christoph Villarde, candidate number 18 from Tanza, Cavite. Christoph, ang dami mo rin supporters, ang ibang klase. Baka gusto mo rin silang pasalamatan na given this opportunity.
At magandang gabi po sa lahat. So, salamat po sa mga sumusuporta sa akin. Kaya natin to.
Kayang-kaya yan. Naniniwala ko. You know, it's also a nice opportunity to hear yourself, no? Naririnig mo yung sarili mo. And it's also nice dahil mag-engage mo, kumbaga, how you will manage kung ano yung sasabihin mo sa entablado. So again, 45 seconds. Your question goes like this. Being part of the LGBTQ plus community is not just about visibility. It is about responsibility. How will you ensure your advocacy goes beyond social media and truly serves the needs of grassroots LGBTQ plus Filipinos? Being part of the LGBTQ plus community is not just about visibility, it is also about responsibility. How will you ensure your advocacy goes beyond social media and truly serves the needs of grassroots LGBTQ plus Filipinos?
I was born and raised into a patriarchal family. And it is hard for me, that I was given a pressure from my family. Because of my determination and perseverance, it became into my stepping stone, and it shaped me into a strong, independent person I am today. And I am here, standing in front of you, to promote my advocacy and to be the voice to those who feel unheard. And I believe that if we unite as one, we can create a community that is full of love, hope, and support. Thank you.
Christoph Villarde from Tanza, Cavite. Maraming salamat. Now moving on to our next semifinalist. Ladies and gentlemen, from Mabalacat, Pampanga, here's Dale Dizon. Grabe to, idol ko to, bata pa lang ako eh. Dale.
Hello, Sean.
You know, you have been given so many awards. Do you feel that receiving awards so early on in the competition gives you added pressure, or nakaka-boost ba ito ng confidence na makatanggap ng napakaraming parangal? Ano pa lang, simula pa lang yung pageant.
Honestly, I'm just overwhelmed about it. I'm not expecting any awards as of the moment because I'm just enjoying it. Now having these awards, it makes me boost also. But at the same time, I'm not letting my guard down. I'm still doing the things that I need to do.
Tama. Laban pa rin. Huwag kang magpakampante. Kumbaga. Pero kaya mo to. Let's do this. Your question is all about fighting fake news. And it goes like this. LGBTQ plus figures are often targeted by online rumors and fake news. If you were falsely accused or attacked online, how would you respond? And how would you help others do the same? LGBTQ plus figures are often targeted by online rumors and fake news. If you were falsely accused or attacked online, how would you respond and how would you help others do the same?
It happened to me before when I got bullied online. What I did is just I remained silent and people keep on asking what happened. And that's the time that I just give my own words and my expressions and also explanations. That's how I say to the other people that I am innocent, I didn't do anything wrong, and everything was good. And I urge everyone also who has the same feeling and experience that do the same thing. Always be silent, but when asked, just give their own intentions of your piece and explanations. That's why I became confident in myself, and you should also confident in yourself also. Thank you.
Striving for confidence in oneself. Maraming salamat. That was Dale Dizon from Mabalacat, Pampanga. Now moving on at this time to Ken, Joshua, and Shema from San Jose del Monte, Bulacan. Tama ba, San Jose or San Jose del Monte? Maraming salamat. Natulungan mo ako. Nabawasan natin yung stress ko doon. Thank you so much. Ken and Shema. Ken, halfway point na tawag yung pangalan mo as a part of the top 12. How did that feel for you being so close to the end? Nawawalan ka na ba ng pag-asa nung marami na yung natawag? Or were you still in your mind, akin to, kasama ko dyan?
Of course, at first I'm afraid, but then again, I'm so excited, and this is not just only a stage, it's a platform for us, so whatever the result is, as long as my friends are here and family, then I am confident.
Absolutely. Use this as a platform to enrich others with your advocacy. Ito na, your question goes like this. It is all about SOGI equality in action. The SOGI equality bill has been pending in Congress for more than 2 decades. If you had the power to pass just one key provision of the bill today, what would it be and why? The SOGI equality bill has been pending in Congress for more than 2 decades. If you had the power to pass just one key provision of the bill today, what would it be and why?
This is a very sensitive topic. Please allow me to speak from my heart. And I know that SOGI bill is very rampant to our country. And I know if there will be something, a bill that I want to pass, it is the SOGI expression or something that allows me about, it's not about the same-sex marriage, but it's about the same-sex union that we have. Because we know that same-sex marriage is still not approved here because of what we think that there is a religious person. But then again, in other countries, it is legalized, the same-sex marriage. But it's not about the religious person that's the problem. But the problem is the people, the thinking of the people. But then again, if we will pursue the same-sex union, then we will have an equal protection and equal love for everyone. Always remember that unity of hatred, bigotry, and prejudice will not prevail. But what prevails is love, acceptance, and tolerance. Thank you.
San Jose del Monte, Bulacan, Ken and Joshua and Shema. Maraming salamat. Here we go, moving on to Quezon City, Cedric Rosal. Zed Rosal from Quezon City. Yo, hindi ka na rin you are not a stranger to environments like these dahil ikaw nagpo-perform sa maraming tao rin.
Yes.
Would you say na ibang experience ito or does it apply also to the same thing that you do?
I think it's another experience, but when I'm stage, I always think about performance. So, parang nagpa-perform lang din talaga.
Tama. So every performance, talagang tinotodo.
Yes.
Itotodo natin to. Cedric Rosal, your question goes like this. All about local pride and local progress. We often look to global movements, but let's talk local. What is one specific policy or action you want to push for here in the Philippines to improve the lives of LGBTQ plus Filipinos? We often look to global movements, but let's talk local. What is one specific policy or action you want to push for here in the Philippines to improve the lives of LGBTQ plus Filipinos?
Well, honestly speaking, I am not actually born and raised in Quezon City, but I am born and raised in Davao City, but I choose to represent Quezon City because Quezon City is already inclusive and done a lot of things for our community. And if given a chance to push something, it will be my advocacy, which is same-sex union, and that is the right to care card. Because this is a document with a special power of attorney that queer couples in Quezon City can make related decisions with each other. So I think with this, I can disseminate this. I can lead to disseminate this to other cities, and yeah, disseminate this and take lead. Thanks.
Maraming salamat, Cedric Rizal of Quezon City. All right, everybody, we have 4 more candidates to go. Tawagin na natin ang ating susunod na semi-finalist. Here we go, Rodelio Candelaria of Tarlac Province. Isa ka din sa mga napakarami talagang sumusuporta. No? How about you give them shout-out? Sino ka mga nandito na sumusuporta sa ito?
To be honest with you, I only have few supporters from my province, but I did not expect that there are people who are supporting me, and I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to all the people who are supporting me, not just me, even the rest of the candidates here. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Ito, nakakatawa rin marinig yung palakpakan. You feel na may naniniwala sa'yo aside from the way you believe in yourself.
Exactly, Shen.
So thank you guys. Thank you sa mga sumusuporta. Ito na. Your question goes like this. Pride with purpose. We see grand pride parades every year, but after the glitter phase, are we truly achieving long-term progress for our community? Or are we getting stuck in celebration alone? We see grand pride parades every year, but after the glitter phase, are we truly achieving long-term progress for our community? Or are we getting stuck in celebration alone?
As a teacher and Mr. Gay World Philippines, I have developed valuable skills that will complement the competition's values. And I will stick to my advocacy entitled, I teach, I help, and I inspire. With that advocacy, I can say that we are improving our community because we are being marginalized. And just to tell you, my advocacy, it's all about inclusivity and empowering the young learners of today. And I am doing it in my school where I am teaching right now. So I am protecting the rights and the well-being of the students in our school so that at their young age, they know on what they are fighting for and what is right and what is wrong. Also to take them on leadership role so that at their young age, they can fulfill our duty as LGBTQIA+ members. Thank you.
From the province, that was Rodelio Candelaria making waves for the future of our generation. Moving on, at this time to Taguig, Justin Malabas. Hi, Justin. Justin, kumusta ka naman ngayong gabi? Iba yung ngiti mo, parang success na success yung pakiramdam. How are you feeling?
Right now, I'm overwhelmed but happy because my friends and my colleagues and my teammates, my family, my loved ones are here supporting me tonight.
Grabe, yung may papartner pa sila. Pakalanan mo nga yung pinakamalakas na sigaw dyan. Sino yun?
My teammate, J-Mill.
J-Mill. J-Mill! Isa kang alamat. Maraming salamat. Alright, ready ka na? Your question, 45 seconds, goes like this. All about religion and LGBTQ plus rights. Now, some say faith and queerness cannot go together. What would you say to someone who feels they must choose between their religion and their identity? Some say faith and queerness can't go together. What would you say to someone who feels they must choose between their religion and their identity?
What I can say to someone who have different information or different idea about religion and identity is to do not be afraid to come out. I was able to come out a few years ago and my family supported me.
if we will be able to be compassionate, if we will be able to show respect to one another and love as our main language, I believe we will be able to build a community where there is understanding, empathy, and we will be able to see LGBT as a progressive people in our country. Thank you so much.
Maraming salamat. Very, very well said. That was Justin Manlabas of Taguig. Now moving on to our 11th semifinalist from Muntinlupa. Here's Miguel Hermina. Good luck, good luck. Miguel, yung suporta mo talagang kalat mo nandito, meron dito, meron dito. That must feel so thrilling. Ikaw ba nabuboost ang confidence pag naririnig mo yung sigawan? Or nakaka-pressure ba?
Of course, nakakaboost siya ng confidence. At the same time, I'm very happy to have them tonight. So thank you so much, guys, for coming.
And thank you so much for putting on such an amazing show for everybody. Miguel, your question goes like this. All about reframing the HIV numbers. Now, recent reports show that HIV cases in the Philippines have drastically risen, with 5,101 new cases in Q1 of 2025 alone. Now, some see this as alarming, but others say it reflects the success of outreach and testing efforts. How would you explain the surge to the public, and how should we move forward? Again, recent reports show that HIV cases in the Philippines have drastically risen, with 5,101 new cases in Q1 of 2025 alone. Some see this as alarming, but others say it reflects the success of outreach and testing efforts. How would you explain the surge to the public, and how should we move forward? 45 seconds, good luck.
That was an alarming reminder for everyone. But increasing HIV cases are not actually bad. If we look into the brighter side of the story, people are stepping forward to know their status. It means we have a lot of people who are getting positive, so that instead of panicking, we should focusing on the next phase of the journey. And that is to encourage these individuals to undergo testing and to undergo medication and treatments, which are free from NGOs and even from the government. As your next Mr. Gay World Philippines, I will take part on this matter. I will make sure that everyone, every community, every member of our community.
Miguel Hermina. You know, I believe it was Doc Vin of Love Yourself who said that the rising cases in HIV do not necessarily mean na dumadami ang infected, but it means that a lot of people are getting tested and are knowing their status, just like what Miguel Hermina has mentioned. Maraming salamat. Now we have Kokoy Namano of Caloocan. Kokoy, nabasa ko sa profile mo kanina. 33 years later, sa kakaulit sumabak, 33 years ago, were you also doing pageants like these, or were you performing?
I joined a pageant when I was 19 years old. That was 33 years ago. So that time is more of my dream, but this time I joined again because I want to inspire.
And inspire indeed you are doing. Maraming salamat. Kokoy, your question goes like this. The next Southeast Asian leader. Thailand just legalized same-sex marriage. Do you believe the Philippines can be the next LGBTQ plus leader in Southeast Asia? What needs to happen for that to become reality? Thailand just legalized same-sex marriage. Do you believe the Philippines can be the next LGBTQ plus leader in Southeast Asia? What needs to happen for that to become reality?
I believe that love is love. It's a human feeling, and I believe that that's part of our human rights, and we are fighting for that rights. And I believe that we should accept and we should implement the same-sex marriage in the Philippines because that's an expression of love. Thank you.
Love is indeed universal. Maraming salamat.
Thank you so much.
Kokoy, thank you so much for that beautiful answer. 12 semi-finalists have given their all on this very stage, and it is now up to our judges to decide whether or not these gentlemen will be moving on to the next round of the competition. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the Q&A for our top 12 finalists. Once again, a big round of applause for for speaking the truth with courage, insight, and heart. And ang nakakatuwa pa dito, we also got to learn a thing or two from what they told us. They are not just dashing, they're not just handsome gentlemen, they also speak from their heart and they also champion different advocacies. Beautiful, beautiful platform. This pageant is becoming. Thank you so much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to take this opportunity to, of course, thank our sponsors and partners who have made this event a phenomenal and monumental success. Thank you so much, of course, to Sir Wilbert Tolentino, nag-iisa. Maraming salamat, Kuya Will. Maraming salamat also to Love Yourself Inc. Thank you, Miss Jing Lumaman, of course, of FPL Enterprises. 0107 Management Group Incorporated. And of course, thank you so much to Giorgio Pregagis, Bench, Hisei, Passion Max, Protect, Marriott Manila, Joey Peria Events and Floristry, Get Mart Photography. Thank you so much. Also to Drex Photo and Video, Apollo, World Class Mail Entertainment and KTV Bar, Gary Santiago, Master of Philippine Couture, Senator Mark Villar, Senator Camille Villar, Senator Cynthia Villar. Thank you. Design and Tahi by Ronald Mendoza Cristobal. Dave Ocampo, maraming salamat dito Dave, SO or So Bangkok, and of course Derma World, our official skincare provider for Mr. Gable Philippines 2025, and si Doc Charlie Mendez also. Thank you for sponsoring to the winner. Get this, the winner will be receiving 200,000 pesos worth of services from Derma World. So thank you so much to all of our sponsors. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we take the competition even further. From our top 12 finalists, we narrow down once more to top 6. Ang bilis! Hindi pa ako nakakahinga, may resulta na kagad. Grabe ka dyan. Ladies and gentlemen, the results are... Kapit ng maigi, mga kandidato, tiwala lang. You all have done a beautiful job on the stage tonight. And of course, thank you so much to Protect. Napakabilis ang husay ng Protect. Ang galing. Grabe to. Title. Alright, here we go. Who will move forward to face the final challenge of the night? Ladies and gentlemen, these 6 gentlemen have captured your hearts and of course impressed our judges with their presence, purpose, and pride. Here they are, your top 6 finalists for Mr. Gay Award Philippines 2025 Congratulations! Tanzaka Bibe, Person Hirate! Take your spot. Congratulations. Mamalaka Pampanga, Tail Rizal. Halfway there, everybody. Spot number 3. Congratulations. Candidate number 3, Taguig, Justin Manapas. We have 3 more spots remaining, everybody. These 3 were determined meticulously by our judges. Individuals who truly are capable of deciding who will win tonight. The next name I will call out is Cedric Rosal, Quezon City! Ladies and gentlemen, dalawa na lang! So all of our semi-finalists, Thank you. Thank you and congratulations. Ang layo na ng narating natin. And know that you will forever have a place here in Mr. Gay Philippines and the entire organization. So this spot goes to final spot remaining. This last spot goes out to David number 29. And then number 10. David number 2, Manila, Ted Henderson. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, our top six! Maraming salamat sa lahat ng suporta ninyo. Know that your cheers, your applauses have played a vital role in the success of our candidates standing here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, for the next round, another question and answer portion will commence. Now each finalist will pick an envelope containing a unique question. 30 seconds to answer, time to speak with heart, clarity, and with conviction. Now when their time is up, they will hear this sound. All right, here we go. We call this round the Beauty Plus Question and Answer portion. Here we go, everybody. Simulan natin by calling in our first semi-finalist, Christoph Villarde of Tanza, Cavite. Christoph, we are going to go straight in it for the final question and answer portion. Tulad ng sinabi ko, I am going to have all of you pick out a question or an envelope from my hand, and yan na yung ating babasahin. Paki-open na lang please, para maano natin. Kayang-kaya yan. Again, congratulations for making it this far. Your question goes like this. How do you plan to use your voice to inspire others? Again, how do you plan to use your voice to inspire others?
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I believe we can use our voice not only by words, but also by actions. I believe that if we unite as one, we can break the stigma. We can create a community that is understanding, love, and support. By doing this, we can create that is full of love.
Maraming salamat. That was Christoph Villarde. Now, we call in Dale Dizon of Mabalacan, Pampanga. Dale, congratulations.
Thank you very much, son. Thank you very much, son.
Here we go. I have 5 envelopes for you to choose from, and you have chosen envelope number 2, and same with our first finalist, we will give you the same amount of time. Now, your question goes like this. What legacy do you want to leave behind in this world? What legacy do you want to leave behind in this world?
I want to leave a legacy that I have become a great advocate. Being a 42-year-old gay person who experienced struggles in life through hardships, bullying, and being neglected, I emerged victorious. And also because I became a part of a Drag Race Philippines, a multimedia mainstream and became a bit of a pit crew, I also emerged victorious. With this too, I can combine to become a more powerful platform to unite the community, to become stronger together. Thank you.
Maraming salamat. That was Dale Dizon of Mabalacat, Pampanga. We now move on to our third finalist. Here's Justin Malabas of Taguig City. Justin, congratulations. One step closer to the crown and one more hurdle to go through. He has chosen question number 5. All right, here we go. The question goes like this. What does living with purpose mean to you? What does living with purpose mean to you? All right, again, we restart the timer for Mr. Justin Malabas. What does living with purpose mean to you?
It means so much to me. I grew up in a poor family. I was the youngest of the 10 siblings. And I was the only child to finish my college with the family. Living with poor is very sad. But my family did not stop there. They were able to provide everything to me for me to be able to finish studies. And that, this is my determination of giving back to my family. And this will start tonight. Thank you so much.
And true purpose. Justin, maraming salamat. Moving on to finalist number 4 from Quezon City, Cedric Rizal. Cedric, isa na lang.
Yes.
Ang pagdadaanan mo to mag-quick mic check ka nga. Pakinggan nga natin.
Mic check. No.
Okay. Cedric, 3 questions. Good luck. Si Babshi ba yun? Question goes like this. How does resilience shape your journey as an individual with purpose? Again, how does your resilience shape your journey as an individual with purpose?
Yeah. Actually, this is one of the reasons why I joined Mr. Gay World Philippines, because I know I have a network online. And for me, I realized that I am not involved in the community. So this is my purpose right now, to advocate for a city like Quezon City, which is very inclusive. And I want to see that in a good way. In other cities, they will see that also in Quezon City, that they are very welcoming and everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome in Quezon.
Maraming salamat, Cedric Rizal of Quezon City. Thank you so much. Ayan na, dalawa na lang mga kaibigan. At this time, we give the stage to Muntinlupa, Miguel Hermina. 2 more questions to choose from. Number 6. Here you go. Question goes like this. What moment in your life required the most courage? And how did it define you? What moment in your life required the most courage, and how did it define you?
As a member of LGBT community, I have experienced discrimination, rejection, and inequality. But despite of this matter, I continued my life to become the best version of myself. Because those things are just part of my journey. I believe that changes can make us stronger. Changes can make us bolder. And of course, with the help of our allies, we can be the best version of ourselves. Thank you.
Miguel Hermina from Muntinlupa. Maraming salamat. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, we give the floor to Manila, Gian Henderson. Gian, mukhang itinakda na talaga para sa iyo itong tanong na ito. This is question number 3. Would you please do the honors? And congratulations for making it this far. This is it, Gian. One final hurdle to go through. This is your moment. yung microphone ko yata, hindi naka-adjust ng maayos. So mukhang kailangan natin mag-change mic. Okay, just use my microphone for the meantime. Let's share microphones. Now, again, same time, we are going to give you the same time limit, and the same sound will be played once your time is up. Question goes like this. Why is compassion essential in a leader today? Why is compassion essential in a leader today?
Compassion is very important, especially for a leader, because in the LGBT community, all of us fight and all of us celebrate Pride Month. But do we know that it is us, the community, that fight each other? If a leader is compassionate, we will be able to know their strengths and weaknesses. And with pride, we walk with love. That would be the greatest revolution. Maraming salamat po.
Beautiful. Strong answer there from all of our finalists, everybody. A big round of applause once again, please. Grabe. You know, this is the moment na hindi ako naiingit sa ganda ng pwesto ng mga hurado natin because this is the hardest, this is the toughest job in this event. Kaya hurado judges, good luck din sa inyo. I'm sure you guys are having a hard time already. For now though, I'd like you guys to put your hands together. A job well done for all of our top 6 finalists. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Ang libo sa inyo. Pang international, I can already see it. Baka meron na tayo another crown for the Philippines sa Mr. Gay World. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations again in no particular order. First on this list is Justin Manlabas, Taguig! That's one down. We got 2 more to go, everybody. One step closer to the crown. Isa na lang, one final spot. Kanina to guys. This hot spot goes to Sino? Sino yan? Sino? Muntinlupa! Miguel Herrera! Ladies and gentlemen, your top 3! And to the rest of our top 6, maraming salamat. Your strength, your voice, and your presence tonight has been nothing short of inspiring. Thank you so much for being part of this journey. Woo. And what a journey it has been. Now we arrive at the most defining moments of the night. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the final question and answer round. Our top 3 finalists have been placed, or will be placed, in an isolated holding area backstage to ensure that each of them answers this final question with no prior knowledge of what will be happening. So antayin muna natin silang makadating sa pinaka-isolated area natin before we actually start asking our first finalist. So, tawagin na natin, come over here, Mr. Justin Manlabas of Taguig City. Alright, Justin, I will take this opportunity to congratulate you personally. Congratulations! Ang lapit na. Ito na lang yung corona. This close to the crown. How does that make you feel? Do you feel na kayang-kaya mo itong final hurdle? Or ikaw ba, are you starting to feel tension? How are you feeling right now? You're
Right
a little
now,
bit emotional.
I'm so overwhelmed, emotional, because this pageant means a lot to me. My sacrifices, the love of my family, my friends who supported me tonight. So I will never ever let this competition end without doing my best.
And you know, I'm sure all of your family members, your supporters, your friends have seen and can see how much you've done and how amazingly you've been doing in this competition. So congratulations. I'm sure proud na proud sila. Ito na. Okay na ba ang ating top two? Mga other three finalists are already placed in an isolated area. We are going to be asking you the same question as the other two finalists, and you will have 90 seconds to answer. Now, once you reach the 90-second timer, you will hear this sound. Now, I would like to direct your attention to the screen, and I will be asking you your question. Now, this is a photo of your younger self, afraid, unsure, and hiding. If he were standing in front of you right now, what would you say to him? What words do you think he needs the most? And what truth would you finally share? And what message would you want him to carry for the rest of his life?
The word that I want to share to my younger self is that thank you for your courage. Thank you for continuing even if no one is not believing in you. Thank you for pushing yourself to your limit even if you don't have nothing. You grow up with the love of your family, with the unconditional love of your father and your mother, and you're there. Use your platform, especially the Mr. Gay World Philippines, to all the young members of the LGBTQ community, that everyone can achieve their dreams at their own time and at the right pace, even if it's really hard and harsh for some negative bashing that you receive online. Use your Mr. Gay World platform in the organization to be the best version of yourself. Because if you were able to show compassion and love to one another, I believe we will be able to accomplish and be the greatest Philippines. Thank you so much.
Justin Malabas, Taguig City. Grabe, hindi ko in-expect yun. May story. Pag ako biglang mamaya nasa kanang mata ka na yung luha, sinasabi ko sa iyo, Jack, ha? Alright, tawagin na natin ang ating susunod na finalist, ladies and gentlemen, from Mabalacat, Pampanga. Here's Dale Dizon. Malayo-layo ang pinanggalingan ng ating mga kandidato. No? Siyempre, to make sure na hindi nagkakarinigan yung mga sumasagot sa entablado and yung mga nakahold sa ating isolated area. Dale, congratulations!
Thank you, Sean. Thank you.
One step closer to that crown. Dale, ano ba yung pinapatugtog doon? Saan kayo nakapwesto? May music ba? Or how are you isolated?
Actually, we were isolated outside.
Ah, sa labas
Yeah,
pa?
outside. It's just that I couldn't
Sa mall?
It's just that I could hear some music. It's like K-pop and everything. So I was like, okay, I still enjoy. Need to relax. That's all. But I couldn't even hear anything at all.
So nakafocus ka lang din talaga na parang kumbaga you're mentally preparing or you're mentally rehearsing
Yes.
for this moment. And this moment is yours. Get ready. You will be given 90 seconds to answer this question. And once you reach the 90 seconds, you will hear this sound. All right, Dale, ready ka na ba?
Yes, I am.
I would like to direct your attention to the screen. Now this is a photo of your younger self, afraid, unsure, and hiding. If he were standing in front of you right now, what would you say to him? What words do you think he needs the most? And what truth would you finally share? And what message would you want him to carry for the rest of his life?
To you, little Day, I would like to say, just be careful. Be careful of people who you talk to. All the experience that we have experienced in life, just be true to yourself. Listen to what your heart wants to listen. Listen to your words. Listen to your thoughts. Just follow your mom and dad and be true to yourself. Because at the end of your life, or when you become adulthood, you will know how life was and how life is really. Nevertheless, just listen to your heart. Listen what you want to listen. It's because you know you know yourself better than others. If you are like a gay person like I'm now right now, so be it. Just be true to yourself. You know already that you have experience in life, just I like what I did. Be happy. Be content. And be true to yourself. Thank you.
To be absolutely authentic and to be true to yourself. Maraming salamat. That was Dale Dizon of Mabalacat, Pampanga. Ladies and gents, we have one more finalist to hear from, and we will be bringing him out right now. Here's Montelupa Miguel Hermina. So nasa mall pala sila. Grabe lakad naman. Sana, kanina naghahanap si Jack, yung ating director. Naghahanap ng Shake Shack. Sana pinabili mo na ng Shake Shack yung kasando na rin eh. Alright, here we go, Miguel Hermina of Montelupa City. Miguel, congratulations. Isa na lang ang ating pagdadaanan. Isa na lang ang pagdadaanan natin. Now, I will be giving you 90 seconds to answer this question. And once you have reached a 90-second mark, you will hear this sound. Ready ka na ba? One final hurdle. Here we go. I would like to direct your attention to the screen, please. And your question goes like this. This is a photo of your younger self, afraid, unsure, and hiding. If he were standing in front of you right now, what would you say to him? What words do you think he needs the most? And what truth would you finally share? And what message would you want him to carry for the rest of his life?
Hi Miguel, I just wanted to say that you should be strong along your journey because you will feel pain, you will experience discrimination, and you will be rejected as well. But despite all of this, you will be loved by so many people who will support you, who will guide you along your journey. And I want you to use that experiences to inspire and make everyone realize that it doesn't matter who you are and what you can do. As long as you have the kindness and willingness to create a positive change to the lives of others, then you can be the best version of yourself. And I know that you are looking for your victory, and I am 100% sure that moment is tonight. Thank you.
Claiming his victory, here's Miguel Hermina of Montelupa. Maraming salamat. Napatayo ang nag-iisang River Valentino. Ang ganda ng pagkasagot.